He might travel around to different countries.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, lots and lots to talk about. The brother who and the sister that are passionate about jinn catching, inshallah, bear with me, inshallah, time will explain everything, inshallah, time will explain everything. I love the way you bring all the texts, you bring them from, I take it from the internet. But there's nothing there that confirms or gives evidence that jinn catching is allowed Islamically. There's nothing there. I went through it, so I will still wait for it. If you got something that will be evident and it's clear to the public, by all means, I respect. But remember the message that I put across on my vlog before was not an attack on anyone. It was actually for the brothers and sisters who are being abused and used in jinn catching. And remember that this is something that anyone can do. Remember, any Raqi can do this. Am I correct or am I wrong? All you need to do is have a medium, and the medium is the jinn catcher. They call them mediums, and you'll find in all different cultures they use them as well. And you use them in all different senses, and they all claim piety, and they all claim gifts and things like that. So this is not something new, remember. It's not just Muslims, and no, throughout all different cultures they have mediums. Now, hopefully we can go through that, but I do not want to be talking and slandering and talking about people on YouTube, and this is not a trait that I want to fall into, and it's very easy to do so because it's almost like I'm praising myself in defaming others, and that's not what I came here for. The reason why I came here is that there's patients, there's people that are seeking help and advice, and they're not finding it, and they're not getting the right advice at the same time, even though the people that might be giving this advice think they know what they're talking about, and unfortunately they haven't looked at the details and not spoken to scholars who deal with this issue in detail. So moving on, and as a tip, where is it? Okay. If everyone knows what this is, bring it close. This is black musk. Okay, one more thing. Okay, this is when they use it for when you have a blocked nose. You have little holes here. Have them here. You see that? Good. Now, what they do this, they grab the black musk like this. You dip it in here like that. 1 or 2 drops. Okay, maybe you can do 3. And then what you do is you put it in your nose. This irritates the jinn, and hopefully in these blogs we'll cover 𝗔𝗨𝗏 and try to tackle some issues that people are suffering from. There is a question that a sister asked. Let me just look quickly. I really do appreciate all your comments and your feedback. Another thing I'd like to talk about is that if you're saying to me in a sense of respect, barakallahu feekum, may Allah reward you and give you the best in this world and the akhirah. Thank you, brothers and sisters that actually like my blogs. I really do appreciate your. I'm somebody who likes to help if I can. Why do you like to wear black? If you really want to know what that tasbih is for, that's a self-defense weapon. Okay, this is talking about ta'weez. Assalamu alaikum. What do you do with the water? The water, you can place it anywhere you want, as long as it's out of people's way. So down the drains, down the sewers, anywhere you want. It will not cause you any harm. Just do not place it anywhere where people can maybe step over it, because you just don't want to be causing anyone harm. Martial artists around the world, they are not allowed to have weapons. So what they would do, they would use their farm equipment as weapons in disguise. I mean, a good question a sister asked, I think it's a sister or brother, what if the brother and the sister, they've got children but they're both possessed, this is a very, very serious question, because this is the reason why we advise brothers and sisters who are afflicted and possessed not to do ruqya on others. Because what happens is, by all means, if you have to, you have to, but what you have to know is you have to have some rules and when to stop. So when somebody's afflicted or possessed, they don't have control of anger, and if they're so angry when they're doing ruqya to their children, they can actually start harming the child and cause, serious problem. So they're not dealing with the jinn, they're dealing with their own jinn, and they don't realize it, and then all of a sudden they start stamping on their child or their daughter, and everything gets out of hand. And this is the reason why we say don't do it, because of this reason. That saying that if the person is possessed and the jinn does not overtake them, i.e. in a like state of anger or only different types of emotion, but always do ruqya to your family. But be careful. This is what we're saying, is be careful. Now, we said do not do it to the public. That's clear. Why? Because these are the reasons why. You could be doing ruqya to somebody and all of a sudden you get totally angry, and next thing you know, you started to bang their heads against the wall, you start stamping on them, you start doing all these other things, and this is the jinn that's inside of you that's encouraged you to do that. Another thing is that why we say this is that people who are afflicted with jinn, sometimes the jinn will help you. The jinn inside of you will help you, so you be preoccupied on others and not yourself. And how they help you, they'll scare the jinns that are inside the other jinns, and there's many stories, and I'll give you one story. One story was a sister